Click on the subscribe button, especially the bell on the right side. Otherwise, you will miss the latest videos.
So there's a, I'll show you one rule of Patel Saab. So this rule, Patel Saab book. I um, share Patel Saab's book. This is from Patel Saab's book. She says combustion of dispositors in natal chart. Should both the lords of the rising sign and Navamsa ascendant be in combustion, the child born will instantaneously pass away without doubt. So he says the author has come across such rule for the first time, throwing light on real utility of Rashi and Navamsa dispositor of ascendant being in combustion. How important is the Navamsa Lord in regard to lifespan of the newly born child passing away instantly? What would happen if the Rashi and Navamsa dispositor of lords of some other houses with third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, ninth houses be similarly placed in combustion? It is a point of research. Wonderful. Now I will show you one chart. I'll show you. Did you everybody understand this rule? I have transcribed also in this. This I have. You can take the snapshot from this thing. So I'll post one chart. This this chart is visible, Anna. That today's chart maybe now. Open Rishi. No, not this chart. This chart was cast on Vinayji. This chart was cast on 23rd October 2022. When in the morning, Rishi Sonak said, "Ki I would contest the election. I would contest this election." He said at particular time. Let me tell you. Rishi Sonak, 23rd.
That time you were in UK, I think.
I was in UK, and then I read that one. He says Rishi Sonak confirms will run from Britain PM, has support of 128 members. There were two opponents. I said in the beginning, and somebody wanted to know also that there are two. Even Boris said I have more than 100, and one lady I don't remember the name. Maybe Liz or Liz was, I think, earlier Prime Minister. This both confirmed they would run for the Prime Minister post also. There was going to be a voting. I immediately applied Prashna on that. 23rd October 11:04. I was in London, and the London time was I applied 11 o'clock. You see, here it is ascendant, and this is opposition. This 7th house is opposition. When there is a contest, you must see 7th house also. When there is a contest, you must see seventh house also. You, what is the degrees of sun? 5 degrees. And seventh house, Venus. Venus is combust. Lagna Lord, exact, almost same degrees as that of sun. Venus is combust. And how about Navash Lagna? Venus, ascendant, and that too is combust. Did you see, Vinayakji? This
Yes, sir.
means they said in the morning, they would run for opposition. Two people said they would run in the morning for the election. But as the day progressed, within 2 hours next day, they withdrew themselves. So Patel Saab's theory is what I told you, the person will die immediately after taking birth. Person would die immediately if the Rashi Lagna of opposition, this, and Namash Lagna of that would be that how much is degree of this thing? This is Namash Lagna, 11 degrees, fourth Namash. One is a fourth Namash, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1. Mars is in exchange with Venus here. Mars dispositors again Venus. So Venus was 2, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. For opposition, ascendant rising would be Mars. Ascendant rising would be 1, whose lord is ascendant would be here for opposition. This dispositor of Mars dispositor is Venus. Mars dispositor is Venus, and Venus is combust. So immediately after, and I wrote in my to my students, I said Rishi Sunak will become the Prime Minister of UK without doubt. I said his chart apparently may not look good. This chart, I put up this chart, this thing, and I said apparently it may not look this thing. This would he would become Prime Minister. But looking at opposition chart, where Rashi Lagna and Navash Lagna, they were both combust. So our Patel Saab says the child will die its death immediately after taking birth. So here application of Patel Saab is there, that combust, deep combust, same degrees. So opposition died before they could stand. Opposition died before it could this thing.
Correct, sir.
No, Patel Sahab, I have not written that for you use this for elections or other things. I'll show you one more chart. I'll show you one more. Time is this thing, but I'll show you one more chart. This India versus England or Pakistan versus New Zealand versus Pakistan. This I'll show you another chart. Has it come? Let's go and make it full. This on 9th November 1900 hours. 1900 hours. 1900 hours. It is Sydney, Australia. So New Zealand, the match was between New Zealand and Pakistan. Semi was declared between New Zealand versus Pakistan. New Zealand were first, they were first to win for semi-finals, and Pakistan joined later, and the match was said as New Zealand versus Pakistan. So see New Zealand, Mars.
So the team which is qualifying first, you are assigning them as a
Yes.
Because there are many theories in the sports prediction in which they take different parameters. But this looks logical.
Logical is this. Even today's match is between Argentina and France. So Argentina will take Lagna because Argentina qualified first. France joined later. So match declared. If you see their advertisement, if you see their today you Google it, it will say Argentina versus France. It is everywhere written. Nowhere nobody writes as France versus Argentina. Everywhere it is on official this thing. It is match is between Argentina and France.
Yes.
Who qualifies first? He is the then comes the second person born later. So he is the first man to qualify that. So
And
New
sir,
Zealand.
and sir, how to decide in the matches or in some competition which is happening first time, like one day kind of a sports. Like for example, if team is contesting for the first time.
How, the first time, if it is a prashna, if it is the declared match, it is you go by the official declaration. Match is between whom? You go by the official declaration, what they are saying. Even if it is first time, you go by the official declaration. Match is between two people. They will write this versus this. The versus wala will come seventh house.
Okay.
You go by the declared version of the state, their release, press release. There is no option. We go by the declared version of the press release or whatever they are writing. Today, you Google it, it will come Argentina versus France.
Yes, I checked it already.
So this is Mars. Here we see what is which is a combust planet.
Mercury.
Mercury is 23 degrees. It is there's difference of how many minutes? Difference of only 15, 16 and 8. 24 minutes only. It is almost deep combust. And Mars dispositor is Lagna is this. Mars dispositor is Mercury. Mercury is combust. Here 6 Mercury. Mercury itself is the combust. 7th house. So New Zealand lost this match. So simple. Deep combust. A day next day, 10th was India's match. 10th was India's match. It was still combust. But Venus was there is a difference between Mercury and Venus. Venus was 5 degrees away and Mercury was 2 degrees away. This was New Zealand. This. Here, Sun is 23 degrees. There's Mercury is 24. The Venus is 28. If you take a picture and do it yourself at home, the Venus degrees is 5 degrees away, whereas Mercury is only 1 degree away. 1 degree, not 1 degree away. Exactly 1 degree away. And Venus is dispositor of opposition. We lost to England. England is 7th house, and we are Lagna. Same theory. And Namash also, it comes to Venus opposition, but which is stronger than even India's this thing. Percent. Even with this, we predicted for final also.
Yes.
This is Namash theory. How it works. See, beautifully it works. That is our. This is the thing which attracted me, and then Patel Saab keeps on guiding. So we make use of various rules of Patel Saab into different. I remember when rover was India's Mars mission was there. Again, Patel Saab theory was said. That was, I think, life was for 15 days. We said after 12 days they will say sorry, it cannot work. And I wrote in advance. They will, after 12 days, they will say there is no chance. Because same Patel Saab's theory, we said. So if time, not today, I cannot locate that. I will locate and show it in the class someday. All those things we'll definitely locate and do it.
He is working, and he has shown us like how we can use the uh, shloka, which is for the early childbirth, I think. That same thing we have applied for the other
Massive.
matters also. Yeah.
Uh, this is beyond. This is my saying as beyond Patel Saab this thing. And there are so many things we will tell.
I've seen people using it for Balarist only.
All people would be using it for valorous only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for showing this. And if anybody have any doubts, they can ask regarding whatever sir has shown us. Any doubts or queries?
Are
Yes,
you not
Devanshi.
are you not fascinated to see this? So
Sir, one
simple.
thing just wanted to ask about D9.
Uh,
For example, in D1 chart.
Show me your face. Show me your face, Devansh.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, hi, sir.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah,
Smart man, why you are hiding here?
no, I just came from outside. That's the reason. Yeah, I just wanted one thing, sir. From D1 chart, if all the planets are just in opposite in D9, then how we can check their behavior? I mean,
Somebody asked question on this. I said we will use Rashi Tulya Navash, how position they acquire from that Navash, what position they are acquiring, whether it is in Vyamsha, 12th house, whether it is 6th house, whether it is 4th house, whether it is acquiring our 9th house to our advantage, we'll use, and that planet would behave likely only way it is Rashi Tulya Navash there, right?
Okay.
All planets all planets would definitely behave the way our Namash shows. A planet, suppose a planet, Jupiter occupies, forget house it occupies Mercury or Venus, Namash, then what? Can you tell me, please? Jupiter acquiring Mercury Navamsa or Venus Navamsa, what would it mean to you? It means
will be malefic. Yeah.
Huh?
It will behave as a malefic, I mean, for.
Why?
Yeah, because he's not in the friendly sign, and mostly, right? Yeah.
They are both inimical.
Animical, yeah.
And planet occupying inimical Namasha may not give good results. Patel Sahab wrote in his book.
What about if the position is just opposite? I mean, for example, like Mercury is in Gemini, and then in Navamsa it went directly just opposite to Sagittarius. And similarly, like other planets. For example, like there is a combination of Rahu Mars, and in Navamsa it exactly become the Ketu Mars. So it's most of the. I mean,
I'll show you one chart now. Let me show you one chart. Your question will be answered. Dispositor theory. I will now. You want to ask everything today? There will be.
Just it just
not going, there is not going to be any class.
Yeah.
This is FIFA World Cup today's chart. It is going on. क्या स्कोर क्या है वहां पर? उधर क्या चल रहा है विनायक जी?
अर्जेंटीना ने एक गोल मार दिया है.
हाँ कितनी देर तक?
23 मिनट.
23 मिनट में मैंने बोला 38 मिनट तक. उसके बाद वो बोलेंगे लास्ट 10-12 मिनट्स में. एनी हाउ, तो गुड. आप इसमें बताओ देवांश, यूवर देयर ना देवांश? व्हाट? हाँ देवांश. What is the dispositor of Mercury here?
In the D1 dispositor is Jupiter, and in D9 it went to Leo. Yeah.
So you first let me decide on Jupiter.
Yeah.
So Mercury dispositor is Jupiter here. What does this mean to you? Anybody? Very simple question. I want to see the skill of people. How many people are knowledgeable on this?
Yeah, Mercury is purely under control of Jupiter now.
Why? Whether Jupiter will help or Jupiter will not help.
Jupiter will help because he's in his own good dignity, and since Mercury is there, so he will less down the enemy part of Mercury there.
Anybody else on this joining Devansh Pandya? Anybody joining Devansh Pandya?
Sir, Mercury is going to combusted now.
So now forget combust part also. It is 2 degrees away. Forget combust part. You whether it will give good results or not.
It's good, sir.
Anybody saying it is bad? I want to see that man. If somebody says bad, why it is bad? I'll want to see that man. Please.
It's good, sir, because Mercury also in sitting in Jupiter's one Rashis.
If I say, but all exhausted, now should I come with a clue?
So Jupiter is niche here.
Why Jupiter?
Because the Lord is going to fourth, na? Because ninth
No, not this. I'm talking of dispositor only.
Sir, can you please,
Jupiter is a opposite team
No,
ruler.
sir. Here now, listen to this. Without wasting more
the
time.
dispositor of Jupiter is Sun in the Nomans.
No, Jupiter of dispositor is.
In Nomans, dispositor of Jupiter is Sun.
I'll come to Namash later. Palvi, you want to say something?
Yeah, because always whenever it is Mercury and Jupiter Lagna, the 7th house is Mercury or Jupiter. So it becomes, it has
Now
that.
listen. Now listen to me. I've made up what you want to say. Sorry, I'm disrupting. Mercury is dispositor Jupiter, which is in its debilitating Rashi. उसकी नीच राशि में है. Jupiter is the debilitating Rashi of Mercury. Nobody told me. This is dispositor theory. And now come to Namash. You were saying, but Vinayakji,
Yes, sir.
Jupiter is in the debilitating Rashi of
Mercury.
Now come to Namash. Mercury is holding what?
Libra.
Number 7. What is the Venus? Venus is here. Dispositor, sorry. Venus is here. Now Venus to Jupiter. Dispositor again Jupiter. Through Namash, it has improved because Jupiter is in the exalting Rashi of Venus. So Namash with Namash, it has improved. Namash, it was going down. If you see the Rashi chart, you say, Gya, mar gaya. But if you see Venus, Namash, dispositor, it has improved. It will give you very good results. That is the theory of Namash.
Got it.
कितनी ब्यूटी है सर डिस्पोजिटर थ्योरी में. नमाज के बगैर can you do that?
No.
Sir, not possible. This is the importance of Namaj. Patel Sahab has not used this thing, but we are going beyond that. That is all. Can anybody tell now from this chart? Looking at the degrees, Palviji, I asked you, since you are visible to me, from the degrees, some noticeable thing you want to show me? Anything noticeable with your talent, whatever you have.
Moon and Mercury are in same degrees, sir.
No, Lagna and Venus are same degrees.
Wonderful. What does this mean to you? What does this mean to you?
Means the opponent and the main team, they are on the same level.
No. There's where opponent Venus, where is Venus? No, Venus is here. No.
Okay.
You anywhere, in any chart, if in India chart, Mars degrees are 7 and Lagna degrees are also 7. What does that mean? Whenever you see every house, every house, if we go by the same degree
Ah,
system,
yeah.
so Venus, look at Venus from where it is eighth, from 12th house it will give bad results for 12th house. If it is Saturn, if it is Ketu, there is another thing. There's other thing. Maybe I will not ask you because you may not be knowing. This Mars is in 64th Navash from Ketu. From Ketu, it is in 4th house. We'll teach you how to see this. So, without Navash, you would not know. But with practice, I promise you keep pace with me, you will be able to see all these things after a few lectures. Is not this wonderful?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Any questions?
Now, Argentina has scored 2 goals. Any question?
Sir, if we see the Ashtakvarga Bala also, the 7th house has less bindus than the Lagna. So does that make
No, you're applying it wrong. You are applying it wrong. You are applying it wrong because you have to see, click on this and make 7th house as Lagna, there will be difference. There, if you put on this, and you have to put, you have to recompute taking another Lagna. Then you have to put Lagna as Sagittarius. Now you see this. Now things will change.
Sir, here the 5th house bindus are more than.
Just 5th house. There are so many things. Then bindus are there, malefics are there, Ketu is there. So many things are there. But looking at bindus, we do it well. Whereas we look at this, let us see how it works. So all bindus will see. Whenever a bad thing happens, right? Whenever a bad thing happens on that day, all those planets would be passing through minimum degrees of Ashtakvarga. Whenever Indian market, share market goes down, if there is no exchange, I'll show you. Ashtakvarga, you want to see? Then see them. Yeah, who is using the pen, please? Remove that here. Moon. Our Lagna is number 2. Whenever moon is in Gemini, it has 0 points. The day is bad for. This is simplest clue. But every time it may not be. There are other things also. When another planet is also there, or when there's exchange or something. But basic principle, when moon is in Gemini, India Lagna is number 2, it is passing through 0 degrees. 0 bindus. Here, he tries in one of the chapters, whenever there is a bad event, most of the planet, 2 or 3 planets will be passing through minimum bindus. He writes, that is the truth.
Yes, sir. Is there any questions? Any questions?
So one last thing.
Yeah.
Are you considering any aspects as well as conjunction of D9 as well?
Yes, we would. We would D9 conjunction. See, in one of the chapters, Patel Sahab writes, I have told you if you were listening since beginning, that simplest thing is asking somebody asking question. Simplest thing is take the Navash position of moon and of that time and place in the Rashi chart. See the aspects on this in Rashi chart.
Navamsa Rashi chart aspect.
No. Navash position. Now I'll show you this. Where suppose this is a question now. Suppose the moon is in number 5. Put moon number 5. But moon is moon. You have to put Ketu also with number in 5. So aspect of other planets. Any other planet? No other planet. Good or bad is not there. If it is hemmed between two malefics, whether there is a good aspect, Jupiter aspect, or there is a malefic aspect, he writes if he says in page 66, if Chandra Navamsa Rashi in the natal chart is this is not, I will tell you, this is another signification of Chandra Navamsa. If Chandra Navamsa Rashi in the natal chart, he says, put the Chandra Navamsa Rashi, is quoting Prashna Marga of B.B. Raman. Chandra Navamsa Rashi put in the natal chart is associated with good planets, a good period ahead is indicated. If Rashi is afflicted, then a bad future is going to set in. It says if Jupiter happens to be here with the moon, then you can say the birth of a son. Or debilitated Jupiter would mean something else. Quarrels with Brahmins are the thing. Venus in Chandra Navamsa Rashi gives fresh clothes and happiness from women. Mercury success in litigation. All those things with simple theory of Prashna. Simple theory of Prashna. He writes, put the Navash Rashi of moon in Rashi chart. Such a beautiful things he has written. And whenever I read, I admire him like I feel every time when I'm telling about Patel Sahab, he happens to be with me only. Devansh, did you get that?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, I got it.
Very simple. Very, very simple.
I got it.
And one more rule, I tell you for everybody. When there is loss of question, loss of article in Prashna Lagna, simplest rule is if the Rashi, the dispositor of moon is aspected by its dispositor, the last thing would be placed. You would get. If the dispositor of moon aspects moon, or they are together, then last thing would be retrieved or you will get back. Simple rule. So simple. This is quotation from book, not from Patel Sahab, it's from other book also.
Yeah, but they are also using dispositor.
So again, dispositor.
Correct, sir. So I think no more queries left for the audience.
How did you know the importance? I'm asking the participants. Did you learn the importance of Noah? He was asking me in the beginning. You were asking in the beginning, what is the Navash? Why Patel Sahab book is there? So many things have been told, Vinayji, and it has not planned like this, but it has again went to this thing. Did you see the importance of Navash chart in our day-to-day predictions or delineation chart?
Correct, sir. So the most important is generally people use Navamsa chart only to see the marriage and marital life and all. But we should understand like this D9 is not limited for the marriage only.
Marriage only.
Okay. So if you understand the baseline principles list dispositors, theory and everything of D9.
Uh,
We can use it for anything.
anything,
Yes.
but you should be going beyond what is written in the rule book. You should be thinking else also.
Correct. You have also shown us like you are using these principles to predict the sports, stock market, even
Yeah,
Prashnas,
yeah, everything.
COVID predictions and all.
Yes,
And
everything. On
yes.
Namash, with Namash. Without Namash, I'm zero. If you take Namash from me, I'm an ordinary man, like a man on the road. I will not be able to say something.
So I hope our students
We would teach also the importance of Namash degrees. Namash degrees. If this is a planet, this you can convert into Namash degrees. From here, this Namash degrees, it means a lot to us. This Namash degrees. Are you able to see that?
yes, sir.
Namash degrees. This degrees, they mean a lot. Oh, Bhutoria Sahab, namaskar, pranam.
Namaskar, sir. Namaskar.
Wonderful to see you here, sir. आपका टाइम हमने चुरा लिया, सर.
नहीं, अरे, it's my pleasure that you are elaborating
Sir.
amounts. Hello.
Sir.
You are elaborating amounts in nice way.
Sir,
It's my pleasure to listen you.
Sir. आज हमने आपका टाइम चोरी कर लिया, माफी चाहता हूँ सर उसके लिए.
नहीं सर.
मतलब उसके लिए मैं जिम्मेवार नहीं हूँ. विनायक जी को अगर वो करना हो तो विनायक जी को करना, गुस्सा करना.
It is my concern, sir. Hello. It was my concern.
बदौरिया सर ने
came to you. Hello.
बदौरिया सर ने कल ही बोल दिया था कि वो भी आपके सेशन में आना था.
I am here since starting. Hello.
Oh, wonderful. अच्छा.
Yes, I am listening.
कोई गलती होगी तो माफ कर देना.
अरे sir, how you say this thing? Hello. You are quoting each and everything by page. Hello.
हाँ जी.
So I know that each and everything is not taken from the Dev Kerlam. He has collected all sorts of material from various books. Hello.
हाँ जी.
Patel sir has collected. So what you have quoted for a Balarist, it is from the Jatak Parik Jatak.
But application, see, forget where it is. Application.
Yes, application. Yojka tatra durlabha.
So application of that rule, that shloka for various other purposes.
Yes.
Wonderful.
That is the beauty of your teaching.
सर पटेल साहब की मेरी क्या ब्यूटी है सर. पटेल साहब की वो क्या तरह बैठते हैं, हमारे साथ ही बैठते हैं, वो जब बताते हैं तो सर उन्हीं की ब्यूटी है सर, हमारी कोई ब्यूटी नहीं है. हाँ जी, जयराज गुप्ता जी बोले सर.
पटेल साहब की कोई बुक है क्या डिस्पोजिटर पर?
नहीं, पटेल साहब ने डिस्पोजिटर,
पटेल साहब ने
नववंशाधिपति और अक्षाधिपति और ये सब चीज का बहुत अच्छा उल्लेख किया हुआ है बहुत सी जगह पर.
नहीं, वो तो डिस्पोजिटर पर बुक तो जगन्नाथ वकील की है.
हाँ जी, उन्होंने
वो उनकी नक्षत्र डिस्पोजिटर, राशि डिस्पोजिटर पर
उसी को कोट करा है. पटेल साहब ने अपनी बुक में उन्होंने उसी को कोट करा है.
डिस्पोजिटर इन एस्ट्रोलॉजी.
हाँ, ठीक सर.
वसीम साहब मेरे पड़ोसी थे. मैं मिला नहीं उनसे, मेरे पड़ोसी थे, बिल्कुल पड़ोस में रहते थे मेरे, राजेंद्र नगर में, फ्यू 3 किलोमीटर अवे फ्रॉम माई हाउस. पर उनके जो एक साथी थे वो मेरे पास आते थे, हम उनकी बात करते थे. बट बाय द टाइम आई मैच्योर्ड वो चल दिए थे दुनिया से. हाँ जी. और ठीक है सर, बंद करें अभी आज का.
Everything is good.
I think Karthik ji wants to ask some question. One question. So this will be our last question for this session. Yeah, Karthik ji.
Hari Om, Jai Guru. Sir, can you please refer any good book, sir, for dispositors, sir, seeing dispositor and all?
Only one book, J.N. Basin. Mr. J.N. Basin.
Dispositor in Astrology by J.N. Basin.
We'll give you notes on the dispositors by Bachchan Saab, we will give you in class. We'll give you in class. Some notes will definitely.
There are so
Thank-
many things. Hello.
Thank you very much, sir. You shared so much of knowledge with us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Hello.
God bless
As
you.
far dispositor is concerned.
Hanji.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Patel Sahab is telling one thing. Hello.
हाँ बोलो सर बोलो.
If you have that Kemdrum Yog, hello, Kemdrum Yog in your horoscope, it will unless and it is not going to nullify till its dispositor is giving aspect or to it. Either dispositor is deposited with it or with moon means. मतलब मैं आपको हिंदी में कहूं तो अगर आपकी कुंडली में केमद्रुम योग पड़ा है तो उसको जब तक उसका डिस्पोजिटर नहीं देखेगा तब तक वो नलिफाई नहीं होगा, या डिस्पोजिटर उसके साथ में होगा तो नलिफाई होगा. डिस्पोजिटर अपने साथ में होगा तो नलिफाई होने का प्रश्न नहीं है, तो फिर केमद्रुम योग बनेगा नहीं. लेकिन अगर डिस्पोजिटर उसको देखता है तो ही नलिफाई होगा, अनलेस अदरवाइज नहीं होगा.
अभी भदौरिया साहब की बात से मेरे को याद आ गया, एक क्वेश्चन किसी ने पूछा था कि अगर बर्थ चार्ट में कोई प्लैनेट कंबस्ट है, राशि चार्ट में है और नवांश में नहीं है, तो उसके साथ क्या होगा, लाइफ में क्या होगा. हाँ जी, ये विनायक जी अभी पूछा था किसी ने क्वेश्चन. सब बढ़िया.
कंबस्ट है, साथ में डब्लिटेट भी है.
जब ट्रांजिट के अंदर, शिवानी जी, जब ट्रांजिट के साथ जब वो प्लेनेट कंबस्ट होगा, उस दिन अगर असेंडेंट है या जिस घर का मालिक है, लॉर्ड ऑफ दैट हाउस प्लेनेट इज कंबस्ट, द डे व्हेन दैट प्लेनेट हैपेंस टू बी अगेन कंबस्ट, so that day problems with regard to that house is there, unless there is a benefic aspect on that house or there is exchange, then things would be different. So if a thing is built in the horoscope and when there is a repetition in transit and that becomes bad, that day would be giving not good results of the house for whose lord this planet is, right?
हाँ जी सर, आप कह रहे थे ना, you will tell how to read 5 planets also.
I told you, there are 2-3 methods we'll teach you in the class. That you add the longitudes of all the 5 planets, make one resultant planet. I told you that. One rule I told you. One rule I told you. Huh.
Okay. If we see it as a degree, then I think the power will go to the lowest planet holding the lowest degree.
There are various methods on that. Which planets is very near, who will give charge to whom, that method I'll tell you. There depending upon the degrees we'll transfer the powers. We have a method of that thing, we'll give you that method.
Okay. Thank you.
If your Venus is deposited in a navamsa that is related to your Kendra or Trikon, means it is Raj Yoga to you. Hello. It is a Raj Yoga. It is mentioned somewhere in his book. Hello. If only Venus navamsa is pertaining to the Kendra or Trikon of your even chart, that is one kind of Raj Yoga to you.
Raj Yoga. Again, this is similar to, again, Patel Sahab wrote about
yes,
one more thing.
Patel Sahab rule.
It is Patel Sahab rule. There is one more rule, very, very nice rule related to this. I'm trying to remember. Maybe it comes in mind. I'll tell you, sir. Very wonderful. So many things Patel Sahab has written.
Yes, it is excellent. So I will enjoy with you this class. Hello.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay. I will try to attend the class with you.
Oh, sir, aap kam.
Okay. No, but I will be silent. Hello. It could be happier or I am not going. happier in front of you.
No, most
But I
welcome,
will
sir.
be listener
Most welcome.
of this class.
Most
Okay.
welcome, sir. Most welcome.